What's up, Luke Trivelon here, and in this video I'm going over the importance of technique over weight on the bar. What's up, Luke Trivelon, certified strength and conditioning specialist and personal trainer. I just wanted to go in this video a little in depth about using proper technique over loading up a bunch of weight on the bar. I know it's not the coolest subject on the planet to talk about, but it's really important. I actually prefer when I get a new client or athlete that's never lifted before, because I can spend time teaching them technique instead of wasting time going over years of bad form they've developed outside somewhere else or on their own. I don't know how many gyms I've been in over the years just watching people just doing terrible, awful form on pretty much all their lifts they do all the time. And they wonder why they're not getting results or bigger or they got injuries. It's because they're using improper form all the time, because most people, or especially guys, are more concerned about loading up the weight on the bar and bragging about how much weight they're lifting instead of actually focusing on technique, which is going to get them actually to their goal a lot faster than using that improper form. Especially guys, they don't go all the way down on their squats or full depth on things or full range of motion, and they're cutting themselves short by just trying to get up heavy weight on the bar and putting themselves to serious injury or eventual injury over time, because they may not realize that they're causing small tears or eventually going to lead to one big rupture or something, because it doesn't immediately hurt, but over time, years later, you see a lot of those guys in the gym, you know, my shoulder, my knees are bad because I've been lifting. Well, it's not necessarily because they've been lifting. It's probably because they've been lifting with bad technique for a long time. When they're benching and their elbows are flared out and they're using more shoulder, when they're doing squat and they're just using all knees instead of driving their knees out wide and using their posterior chain more. That's usually a lot of the reason why they're getting injured or have injuries over time. Another bad place to see is videos online about these so-called fitness professionals or people that are doing all these crazy unsafe techniques and crazy exercises that are going to cause injury, and people watch those and they go out and try them and they just teach themselves improper form and bad technique, when you really need to be focusing on proper form. That should be your number one thing. Doing that is going to get you way better results over time. So what you need to do is, anywhere you could just restart if you need to. Even if you've been working out for a while, just go back, start with body weight form. Okay, just do the basic body weight movements and then work your way up to the bar and eventually add weight over time, focusing on technique. If you do that, you're actually going to be able to lift heavier weights over time due to proper form. When you're doing improper form, you're actually not even targeting the muscle group that you want. You see a lot of guys at the gym cheating on their bicep curl or something like that, and you see they're arching their back and doing a lot of, well, you're using the wrong muscle groups you're trying to target. You know, if you're doing a chest movement and you're arching, huge arch, and your butt's off the ground and your feet are all over the place and you're using more shoulder than you are chest, or you know, when you're doing a bicep curl and you're flailing the weight up, you're using more back than you are bicep, and you're not actually hitting the muscle group because you want to look cool with heavier weight. Lower the weight, do proper form, and you'll target the muscle a lot better than you do using heavier weight with sloppy form. So again, start with that body weight movement, work your way up to the bar, and put weight on over time. Don't worry about what people look like when they're watching you or anything like that. Just slow the movement down, work technique, and eventually you can get on heavier weight. And it's especially important for power movements like the clean, where you need proper technique in order to get that weight up. You're not going to be able to just pull weight up super heavy without having that proper technique. So you really need to focus on your technique, especially for power movements, explosive movements, and heavy weight movements, because you're going to cause yourself injury, or you're not going to be able to lift the weight correctly and not hit the targeted muscle group. Don't worry about the weight on the bar. You will get stronger and bigger over time. You can't expect instant results by loading up the weight and doing bad technique. Lower the weight, work your technique, and watch your results explode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment below.